So, this is where he's been this whole time? Pretty sure he is. He usually goes here when he's feeling out of it. And he's been out of it for a while, so I guess he's around here somewhere. Yep. He's been here, alright. Hey, boss. You're in there? Hello? He's probably not there. Can we go? This place really gives me the creeps. Yeah, let me try again. Boss, I know you're there. Come on.
I want to be left alone.
Yeah, but boss, the new series is start.
I said go.
He sounds like he's getting pissed. Let's just go. I'm not getting roasted over this. Yeah, okay. Well, guess the boss is just gonna miss out on seeing the new Fallout TV series. Oh well. Shh. See? I told you it worked. There he is. Yeah, guess he's dumber than he looks. Hey, Dad! You okay? What's wrong with you? What did you do that for?
Because war never changes.
What? What the hell does that even mean?
I don't know. Thought it sounded cool. Come on, Bob. We got a show to watch.
Yeah, sure. Let's pretend none of that just happened and watch some TV show. Oh God, what did I just step? Oh, bleh. I just stepped in his body. Oh, what's left of it? Bleh. Oh, that feels nasty.
Let's go, Bob. I got all day.
Alright, hold on. Oh God, it's in between my toes. Oh my God. Okay, I can do it.
Hello once again. It is Cliff. It's been a while, hasn't it? Almost a year since I've made anything, but that's a topic I'll discuss for another day. I wasn't planning on coming back just yet, but I couldn't help myself once I found out that the Fallout TV series was out, and I had to come back to talk about it. I've been a Fallout fan since, well, Fallout 4, which I have almost 2,000 hours of playtime in. Yeah, I know, not the creme de la creme of Fallout games to some, or even that old of a game. But I got into the series late, like I usually do in most game series, but I really got swept into the whole post-apocalyptic sci-fi craziness of it. So when they first announced the TV series, I was hesitant to the idea. Typically, game adaptations turn out mediocre or are straight trash, and the Fallout universe is beloved. So the idea of someone making their own interpretation of it really disturbed me. But then the first trailer came out, and it looked good. It looked really good. My concerns were lessened, and my excitement for the series picked up. And finally, here we are, with my hypes and gripes review of the Fallout TV series. Hype number 1. Incredibly accurate details. Now, before I start, keep in mind, spoilers ahead. I'm trying not to reveal too much, but from time to time, I may reveal more than you want. lying about what I say. You've been warned. So, like any fan of any adaptation of a game, what we want to see the most is things looking exactly the way we see them in the game. And nothing pisses off fans more when its lore is not accurate. Well, I don't know about other Fallout fans, but holy shit. The details in this adaptation? Magnificent! Magnificent! Like seriously, look at that shiny T60 power armor. Look at that 10mm revolver pistol. Look at that damn vault. Oh my god, it looks like a real vault. They did such a phenomenal job making everything look as if they pulled the files out of the game and brought it to the real world. Also, a lot of the costumes look fantastic as well, from the humble vault suit to the poorly crafted raider gear. Essentially, the way cosplayers make some incredibly lore-accurate outfits and designs is exactly how it comes off in the show, but on a more professional level. Everything's just so damn good looking. Like number 2, lore accuracy. Now, maybe this one is debatable for some, but the show seems to neatly tie into the games pretty well for me, or in this case, New Vegas lore. Mention of the NCR and the fight over the Hoover Dam is one notable bit of lore. Others like how the Brotherhood of Steel isn't what they once were, which can tie both New Vegas and Fallout 4. And seeing how the show takes place later than the game, it makes it easier to connect everything while still being its own thing. Also, quick spoiler warning, there is a sneak peek of a familiar locale from New Vegas, as well as a familiar face, but I won't spoil too much on that. You have to find out yourself. Other things like Shady Sands, for example, which is a location in Fallout 1, 2, and mentioned in New Vegas, is in the show as well, and plays a central role in several of the characters in the show. There's others, but these are some of the examples of the attention to lore. I'm sure someone will disagree with my take, but I personally feel they kept things lore accurate, and that's good enough for me. Hype number 3, great pacing of story and character development. So one big thing with me when it comes to movies and TV shows is pacing. You ever watch something that introduces a character and they talk for like 2 sentences and already acting like you've known them for 6 years or some shit? I can't stand that. There's nothing more amazing than introducing a character and not rushing their story so you can get that sense of knowing them and what they're about. Fallout characters gave me that sense perfectly. Lucy, for example, is our cute and naive vault dweller who has an innocent outlook to the world. But as she comes to grips with the horrors of the wasteland, you watch a character slowly grasp those harsh realities of the world beyond her vault and become a stronger individual because of it, despite the fact that the loss of her innocence makes her feel less of the person that she once was. Then there's Maximus, a Brotherhood of Steel initiate whose introduction is an ass-whooping, playing latrines, and pretty much being bitter at his position in life. You see how he takes advantage of some high-luck situations and try and get a better life for himself, but eventually is sucked into a world he doesn't want anymore, even though it's what he had previously really wanted to have in the first place. Then there's Cooper, our exceptionally badass Ghoul, whose 2 introductions is one of a family man and another of coming out of a damn coffin and annihilating the living shit out of some cowpokes. He comes off cold and harsh and unsettling as his looks, but we see how his previous life reminds him that he still has a bit of humanity left in him, despite the fact he still needs to be that cold and cruel son of a bitch in order to survive in the wasteland. But let me be frank in this situation. Character development is always a thing in any type of entertainment that you see, but doing it in a way where you don't feel rushed or pressured to accept them makes you enjoy the character more, and the story along with it. Speaking of which, hype number 4, great story and that big reveal. Now, Fallout games have always been pretty good with storytelling. I like top tier storytelling, but still enjoyable stories. The TV series is no exception, and honestly was a lot more interesting than most of the main game storylines. The plot centers around Wilzik, a scientist working for an organization known as the Enclave, a remnant of the old USA that survived into the future. Wilzik makes something that he wasn't supposed to, and injects it into himself and escapes the facility along with a dog named CX-404. However, the Enclave puts out a bounty on his head, and practically everyone seems to be after him, including our three main characters. But that's enough of the plot. Don't want to ruin it too much now. I really enjoyed how the story was done. It had these dark moments that remind you how shitty the world is in Fallout, but does a really nice job with humorous moments too, which are a lot more often than I would have expected. But I had no issues with that, as it was genuinely funny moments. Like that chicken doctor guy? Seriously, what the fuck is wrong with that guy? One of the other cool things about the show is the damn mystery behind a bunch of shit, really. Like, who the hell is Moldaver? Why does everyone know her but us viewers and the main character? What's the deal with Vault 31? But oh, the biggest mystery happens to be one as old as the game series itself. Who dropped the bombs first? There has always been speculation as to who could have been, but never officially stated until now. And man, that reveal was crazy, especially who it came from. And if you're as curious as I think you are, you're best off watching the series. Trust me, it's worth it. And finally, on the story aspect, the action. Now, the show isn't non-stop action, but man, when it happens, it's fan-fucking-tastic. Cooper pretty much just takes over the action sequences like a damn boss. Man, it's literally him in the show. But there's other cool moments like seeing the T-60 in action, watching Ferraghouls do what Ferraghouls do, those damn giant roaches being annoying and creepy, and Raiders being the bastards we know them to be. Overall, the show just generally swatted it out the park with the story. Had me wanting so much more than we got. But at least season 2 has already been approved. Just gotta wait patiently. I hate the waiting. I want to see it now. And for the final hype number 5. Classic Fallout music. I mean, come on. It wouldn't be Fallout without those classics. I'm such a fan of that era of music mainly because of Fallout games. But having it in the show was great. I was pleasantly pleased to sing along to a lot of those great tunes, and hope to hear much more in the second season. So, that's the hypes. Now, was there anything I didn't like? Well, there was, but it was a lot of minor shit, so I won't even make an entire gripe on it. Certain things like Yaguai looking a little small, Ramen looking too healthy, bullshit like that. There was something with Vault 4 that bugged me, such as how they knew about Lucy's background and knew exactly where Maximus T-60 was hidden, without explaining the how. Again, little shit, so let's just leave it there. Well, actually no. I just remember one gripe worth mentioning. Gripe number 1. Where's the Enclave respect? So clearly Enclave is here in California. They're mentioned and then quickly forgotten afterwards, despite the fact Milzik was once a part of it. The tech he stole was theirs, and the fact that even the Brotherhood of Steel remnants seem to willingly take on a bounty of theirs shows that they have some level of influence in the world. So in all honesty, why the fuck does the show completely fail to get into the details of how the Enclave exists and has a presence that can motivate even the Brotherhood of Steel to do their dirty work? It's quite puzzling. But I guess the easy answer is there wasn't enough time to get into that. Still, that did irritate me a bit, but it's the only gripe I can honestly think of, considering the rest of the show. So, that's my hypes and gripes review of Fallout. It's safe to say I supremely enjoyed the series as much as I enjoyed the game. It did everything a game adaptation should always do, and not embellish its lore to the point it's unrecognizable. It stayed true to the lore while also doing its own thing, which I honestly hope future directors or producers keep in mind when doing adaptations. And while I'm on the subject, let me make this perfectly clear for you directors and producers that got us so eagerly rip apart our fandoms. We do not want your own spin on our beloved games. Keep true to the lore, and you'll make millions of fans happy. And gratefully, don't, and you'll be the laughing stock of the community you attempted to impress. Not to mention my impending wrath upon you. And with that, we've reached the end of our video. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like or a dislike, a comment, or nothing at all, then consider subscribing, or don't. Either way, you'll all be mine eventually to rule. So as always, till next time.